I'm going to attempt to read one of my plays, one of my short plays. It's 40 pages long. It's 40 pages long. So that's really it's a one-act play. And it was written in, it was actually revised in 2013, but I wrote this play back in, I think it was about 1996, 97, around in there. And then I revised it years later. But anyway, someone who requested me to read one of my plays. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a short play of mine, and then I'm going to read a full-length play. So I'm going to do it like a one-act, which is this one. And then I'm going to read from a full-length play, which I'm sure people wind up shutting it off because... Anyway, I'm no actor. Now, that's the thing. I'm going to make you aware. I am no actor. So you'll get maybe a little bit acting in there here and there, but it's very sporadic. I'm no actor. I don't really have the expressions. I don't have the voice. I don't have to carry the voice. I'm not an actor, period. So I will just read it, but sort of read it. Not act it, but read it. Excuse me. I just woke up about a little while ago. Anyway, this is called The Gold Medal. That's MEDAL. The Gold Medal. A play in one act. Players. Sus. Mentally challenged. Around 20. Job. Intelligent. Around 20. Smith. Experimental. Around 20. The scene takes place at a pool, and the time is the present. Act 1, Scene 1, setting, pool, raft. At rise, day. As the lights fade up, we see Sus, Job, and Smith on a raft. Sus, me lost. Smith, enjoy the sun, Sus. Job, no turning back now. Sus, home, Smith. Home, Smith. I can't act. But anyway, after a while, let me preface this real quick and then I'll start it over again. After a while, once somewhat get the characters' tones right, I guess you could say. Once I get their sound right for each character, I won't say the character's name. But anyway, just sort of bear with me. Anyway, do it one more time. I never read. Of course, I read my plays to myself after I write one. But that's only so I can sort of hear it how it sounds somewhat off the page. But I've never done this kind of thing for public viewing. So it's very new to me. I've never acted this anywhere in a workshop or anything. So, I mean, me verbally. So it's very new. So you're going to just have to deal with me. Anyway, do this again. Sus. Me lost. Smith. Enjoy the sun, Sus. Job. No turning back. Now. Sus. Home, Smith. Job splashes Sus. Job. You don't know. I bet you don't even know. I know, though, but you don't even know I know, do you? Job rocks the raft. Sus. No! Job. Pumped in pool water. Say it. P-O-O-L. Spells what? Sus. Job. Job. See, Smith, what'd I tell you? Big crybaby. Sus. Smith him. Job, moron. Smith, stop it, Job. It's not that funny. Job stops. Job, idiots rather sit at home watching TV, putter the brain all day. Just forget the idea, Smith. It's not even worth it. He's an incorrigible asshole. Job reaches for the rope. Smith, let's keep at it. I want to give it another try, okay? I'm going to try this without any character names, see if we could do this here. It's not going to work. Sus? Excuse me. It's not going to work. Sus, all I have to say, I warned you. Hardhead meets moron. I heard you get along with Mr. TV. DNAC, Galassi, Poopy. May I have translations again, please? Dennis the Menace, Gilligan's Island, Popeye. Oh, I like the Popeye, all right. Stop it, Job. We're getting somewhere now. Yeah, Dumbo's funny form. Miss you. It's Mr. Magoo. Donald Duck. Miss Rowe. More like Brother Job's neighborhood. How about Flipper? Sus. Don't you like Flipper, the friendly dolphin? No, Flippy. Why do you? Me do. All right already, so you do. I don't want to get wet, understand? Okay then, Sus. So we understand you like Mr. TV. But do you think it should be on 24/7, 7 days a week? You should give Mr. Station Man a break every so often, Sus. It gets tiring for them, understand? Nap? Or grow tired of the noise. Yes, they fall asleep. And not in front of the television set either. Please, Job. Well, who gets to drag his fat lord ass up the stairs? Patient, Job. I've heard it all before. My girlfriends have heard it all, too. I don't care if the situation you helped create will allow you to excel in college. I just plain don't give a shit, understand? Nice idea, Smith. Poor reaction. No! Job rocks the raft. No! Afraid of a little water? You're going to tip over this raft, Job. I'm planning to. So stop trying to balance it. How are we ever going to get to the bottom of his story? I don't care any longer for getting anywhere with him. I'd like to be rid of him is what I would like. I'm sick and tired of these charades. There must be a part in you that I don't care about your seaside experiments anymore, Smith. True, in embryonic fluid, we can breathe underwater. I give you this much. True, at one time we were salamanders who crawled about in mud. True, the egg did come before the chicken, for an egg is fundamentally a spherical atom. True, under a highly powerful microscope, we can trace life back to the beginning of the universe via DNA. True, the expanding of the universe will reverse itself, causing another Big Bang similar to the sexual orgasm. And very true, our house dog will remain at the same mental age, which is similar to a 2-year-old child who will never grow up like this moron stuck on 32 on the IQ scale. So don't sit there on your wooden barrel proposing some brilliant idea. I've thought many through. I'm a bio-research lab technician myself, so it's nothing new under the big red firing sun. Give me a break, Job. We can do this. I know we can. What if I ask your father never to allow you to watch television again? What would you do then, Sus? No. It's better than living? No. Will you sit down, Sus? No. Sit. Job pulls Sus down. Down. Finn, Job. Being as I'm trying to help you, I hate myself. You don't have to hate me. We must think of the future, Sus, okay? Home, Sus. Sus turns to Smith. I was told not too long ago that you have a problem with fish. Is this right? Fishy? Danios. Renticulates. Now, these are all Latin fish names that I wrote in that a real actor would have to speak, but I can't say them. But anyway, because he's supposed to be technical, technical-minded. Anyway. Anyway, he says all kinds of fish, and I can't do it. They're all Latin names, so forget about it. Anyway, but I'm going to just say right at the end of that line. I just blew the timing and the tension of the play, but whatever. Okay, so anyway, he says goldfish and kissing fish. Sus makes kissing faces. We know you do. Job, no one ratted you out, asshole. Please, Job. Dolly? Who? I forgot to mention the jealous fish. Dolly didn't say a thing. Job, yes, but I thought you promised. I can't predict the future. Well, of course you can't. I know this, but now he'll be mad at me. Fin you. Sit down, Sus. Fin you. I'm not fighting you. Now sit down. Fin you. I'm not the swordfish. Now sit down. Job pulls Sus down. Bad Job. I hope we all drown. You don't want that seriously now, Job. I think perfectly. I come last. I'm an excellent student in college. I come last. I'm loved, wooed, seduced by graduates. I come last. My mother left because she came last. This idiot chased her away. Now she lives with another idiot who helps her shoot down the other idiot. You want to help someone? Help my father. We best make good of this scenario, Job. It's all that's left us. Just heave 'em in. I'll fish 'em out late at night when no one's around. Tell me about the swordfish, okay, Sus? Me try. Try to do what? Sus plays dead. It's a part of nature. You must see it for what it's worth, Sus. Sus makes a kissing face. It's life, Sus. Someday I'll die too. Sus gestures, ? All things die. Me? Let's hope so soon. Please, Job. Why do you want to? Me? Let's hope you live a long, happy, fulfilling life. Oh, thanks. A real lot. A real lot, friend. Sus points at Smith's wristwatch. You will live the good life for a very long time. That's nonsense. You won't get to watch TV if you die. Bad, unfortunately. Now that's thinking. There was a way that the line was said, but it's impossible to do because two people are speaking at the same time, so forget it. Sus gestures ? It all depends, Sus waits, on the way you lived, Sus pouts. Nothing's fair in this world, Sus. You're telling me. Sus gestures death. Because nothing fair in this world? Sus nods. Well, that's ridiculous. Idiotic. The swordfish didn't like your kissing fish, not on purpose. A swordfish has a natural tendency to attack an inferior object. It's all part of the natural process of life. Sus looks confused. Life is like a merry-go-round. Smith gestures round and round. Understand, Sus? Sus gestures a heart shape. In love with the kissing fish? Moron. No, wait, Job, this is a new one. In love with the kissing fish? And you killed the swordfish? Bad. The kissing fish? What did I tell you? This kid's from another wave. Why did you kill the kissing fish if the swordfish made trouble for me, Ding? You can't buy life, sus. Dad bought the fish. Me. I transported the fish. I kept after them. I maintained them. You merely watched them being dropped one by one into the tank. Me. Dad gave you the right amount of feed in your hand to feed them, moron. Me. You killed them. Me do. Will you all the hell sit the fuck down? Well, actually, fuck was not in there. That would be me putting that in there now. He's actually, Job says, well, you sit the hell down, sus. Sus. Swim, swum. Job knows swim, swum. I swim, swum. Sus falls into the water. If he drowns, grab a hold of his hand, sus. I knew this was a stupid idea. That's it, Job. Now hold on. If he drowned, my father would have choked me to death. Packed like a sardine. That's it, sus. Now just hold on. Will you get a hold of his foot, Job? Job helps. Now heave. Sus is on the raft. He could have drowned. That's it, sus. Settle down. Just settle down. That's it, sus. Feel better now? That's it, sus. Good, sus. Forget about sus. What about me? Breathe slowly, evenly. Go on, sus. Slowly, evenly. He should have drowned. Dead. No more having to worry about his ass. He'll never admit to the fact that he is a naturally born idiot. He has an IQ practically his age. Stupid me to permit you to attempt to. If you keep telling him that, he'll wind up believing it. You know something, genius? I thought we were here for my brother's welfare, but we're not, are we? We are. See everything, the ocean, the algae. California is the place, the fish. California is the place, the fish, your father's marina, the college lab, the meets I used to swim with you taking down notes. Oh, I get this entire setup now. Not only does this idiot think he's a fish, but you're as big a fish as he is. Man alive. Why didn't I see this all before? Have a little heart. Man alive. Have less of one, you may wind up belly flopping. And what does that all supposed to imply? Well, on with the lab work. On with the Sea Project. Mr. See Everything. Help my brother. Helping himself through my brother. Yes, selfish prick. I don't seem to get your drift, Job. Are we drifting from the meaning? From the truth? And what is the truth, Job? Wouldn't you like to find out? Yes, I do. No, you don't. I'm here for the truth, and I plan to find it whether you believe it or not. This is the sole reason I am here, Job, to find the truth, to understand the complexity, your brother's complexity. We are here to help him. Bullshit, Smith. My brother isn't a moron, he's a fish. Well, that is to you, he's a fish. That's an incredibly unsound presumption. Oh, no. That's what he is to you. Huh. What is he? He needs help, like we all need help from time to time. We're on this planet to help one another, aren't we? Well, this is one of the many ways in which I find myself helping out. You selfish prick. You're out for yourself like everyone else. Don't give me any more crap. There is no selfless act of mercy. We're all driven by an inner need to please me. Fuck, man, we both took philosophy courses in college. It's all subjective. Don't hand me that load of crap that you were giving back. Bullshit. No one gives back. We just take what we need and blow off the rest. Act of mercy? Fuck off. Listen, Job, whether you like it or not, I'm here to help. I believe I am doing the right thing. This is about sus. We're here to help him overcome a fear, a complex fear that only two caring individuals like you and me. Bullshit. Look, throughout the years, you've encouraged him to swim. He did not learn, possibly coaxing him, caring about him in an objective manner. He may just swim. And we must have patience. We must act deliberately, wisely. Now, isn't this what we want? What we all want for sus? Then allow me to see what I can do. Okay, Gerald? Are you listening? Oh, wonderfully. All scales. Please, a little sympathy for your little brother. How about if we give my little darling brother a teeny weeny little push forward, like in Accident? Perfect idea, Eventually, Smith turns to Sus. Why did you protect your kissing fish by taking your clammy little hands and murdering them? No. Yes, you did. You murdered them alive. You should be sent up the river for that criminal act of no restraint. Spin you. Sus, sit down before I throw you down. Me, no. Why did you love your kissing fish the way in which you did, Sus? Finn bad. And so you took them out of the aquarium in order to protect them from the mean swordfish? Didn't you think by taking them out of the tank that they might die? Sus? Criminals never admit their guilt. He's a psychopathic idiot. Do you understand the consequences if fish are taken out of their normal habitat? They die. Sus? Sus turns to Smith. They die. With no oxygen, you'll die. With no water, fish die. Understand, Sus? Sus gestures a heart shape, then points his fingertips at his stomach. Moron. Please, Job. I truly understand your feelings, Sus, but see, fish, they don't care. Well, what I mean is, see, Sus, fish and humans are different. I'll let you in on something. If I speak over your head, just let me know, okay? Sus studies Smith. See, Sus, sometimes I have to be on. Okay. Misread that line there. See, Sus, sometimes I have to beyond my wanting to dissect certain species, which I find magnificently breathtaking. And I'm not going to do these fucking words. But anyway, that is sushi catfish, with its sleek, long bodies, which swim in our circular tank at school, that mimic the Mekong waters of Asia. But even I know as a scientist, and even as a man, I must soon open up their insides to find the secrets of the past. Understand, Sus? And it's not cruel. It's not mad or anything. It's a part of the human species to understand. Understand? Man is a curious creature. We like to poke our fingers into everything. No shit. We question everything under the big orange sun. What it lives for, how it eats, where it comes from, why it lives. We want to understand the differences, the similarities. What makes a fish tick, a human tick? Understand, Sus? I'll tell you what I understand. But see, Sus, swordfish, they have no idea why they like teasing the other fish. And some fish don't even tease others. They do. It's a part of nature, the hierarchy of life. There will always be winners and losers, Sus. Big fish, small fish, and the ones even in between. It's part of nature. It's like Americans as opposed to Russians. There are political ramifications in I think you are way off the coast of Santa Monica now. Okay, forget that idea, Sus. The point is, and what is the point? Because I too am lost if you can't tell. We all have basic requirements, needs, understand? All of us. As humans, as fish, as dogs, as cats, even as ants and birds. And maggots and weasels like you. We all have our differences and similarities, our desires and needs. A fish needs water. Without it, it dies. Understand, Sus? How nature works. In other words, Sus, oh shit, more words. Some die so others may live. Understand, Sus? I know. Will you calm down, Sus, before you tip us into the sea? I home. Shut up. I know, let's play a game. Games are fun, okay, Sus? Show me your fins. Sus shows. Keep score, Job. Oh, thanks a lot. When he loses, who tells him? Bad. Shut up. Bad. Stop it, the both of you, before the raft overturns. Sus, your gills? Sus tries. I know, what's the point if he's going to lose? Score, please. 2-0 in the Professor Hardhead's favor. Eyes. Nose. Mouth. How about vent? I know a thing or two about fish. Score. These two. 3-2, Sus's favor. Aye. Not yet. Heart. Sus points. Stomach. Sus points. Liver. Sus searches. Job laughs. Kidney. Job laughs. Lateral line system. Job laughs. Hitting Sus on the back. I'm just kidding. That's too fucking funny, Smith. That was really fucking funny. Oh shit, man, I loved it. Are you sure you're not emotionally disturbed? It was a joke, a petty one. Calm the hell down. Sheesh. Joke my ass. You like watching him confused. You big teaser, you. No, Job, you're the teaser. You're the fucking head gamer, not me. What do you know about me anyway? You know shit. I know what I know is what I know. What's so funny? I know what I know is what I know. You crack me up. Can I continue? Have you had your fun for the day? Yeah, man, surf's up. Sheesh. Score? I think it's a tie. Either it's a tie or it's not. It's tie, okay? It's a fucking tie. Okay, I have one more question. Bonus point for 5. That's no fair. Nothing is. Drum roll, please. Job gestures a drum roll on Sus's head. Do fish die? Job gestures. Throws drumsticks into the pool. Sus, do fish die? Sus turns his back to Smith. Sus, come on, it's only a game. No. Tell me, Sus, tell me why. No. No why. Fishy, calm down, Sus. Tell us. As Sus swings around. Fishy! As Sus falls into the pool, Job dives in. Damn. Job retrieves Sus. Grab his goddamn leg. Grab it. All right already, I got it. Pull him up. Got him? Yes. Sus is pulled up. I almost had him. I'll be right back. Job retrieves the rope. Damn it. Hook it. Smith does. I'm pulling us back in. No, you're not. Job gets onto the raft. Yes, I am. That's twice in the morning and now twice in the afternoon. I'm getting closer. It's not close enough. Smith grabs Job's arm. What? 20 minutes left. I got 20 minutes until sundown. It's all I ask. And all I ask is for peace and quiet on my day off. He's coming around. The Pavlov experiment is working, but I need time. I think you're completely an obsessive maniac. Technically speaking, a downright loony. Just a few more minutes with your brother, who requires repetition and consistency. He's not even relative to a fish. He doesn't even look like one. Look at dolphins, how trainable they are. After several tries, they're professionals. I perform tricks, too, if someone was paying my bills for the rest of my life. They are very smart animals. They are very smart mammals. While this human idiot is an idiot. Not a mammal, not an animal, not one that swings from tree to tree or flips through hoops for applause. Nope, not this one. He is far from a dolphin. He is an idiot. 32 to be exact, as in true alphabet letters I and Q. He is a barely trainable idiot. I get the pleasure of changing his diapers and feeding him. I get the thrills of making sure he catches his breath above sea level. Understand? Me, I do. Dolphins? Wake me up when it's over. Dolphins. I wish I could just tell you to go fish. I'd have a better chance of winning. Sus peers up at Smith. Oh, it's okay. Just breathe slow. Very good, Sus. You're becoming something of a pro now, huh? Now, tell me something about our kissing fish, okay? How many were there? Sus holds up 4 fingers. Did they have names? Sophie, Marie, Diana. Very good. See, Job, he is good with names. Too bad he comes when he's cold. Then the last one, Mary. We'll take one fish at a time, okay? What happened to Sophie? Sus tickles Smith. Marie. Sus holds Smith. And Diana. Sus kisses Smith's lips. Job laughs. Sucker. And the last fish, Mary. Sus's eyes widen. How did you watch her? Sus bug eyes. And with Marie, how did you hold her? Sus points at Smith's palm. Enough to destroy her. Please, Job, please keep quiet. Was there a reason for holding her? Sus peers wide-eyed at Smith. Yes, I see. Why do you suppose she peered at you? Sus frowns. For the swordfish who were after her? Sus nods. And if you didn't stop them, that is, come between the sword and the kiss, she would have died by the blade? As Sus nods, Job says, poetic dumbbell. Please, but you saved her, didn't you, Sus? Sus nods. How did you save her, Sus? Sus reaches into the pool, into the water. Don't fall in, Sus. Job gestures, kicking Sus into the water or pool. Enough, Job, okay? Enough. Job eases back. And what happened next to our fish Marie? Sus slaps Smith's face. Job laughs. Then Sus bowls up his fist at Smith. You asked for it, wise ass. Job laughs. Will you shut the fuck up? Testy for 1%er. Oh, I'll give you a 1%er. Job gestures, fists up at Smith. Just give me the word, asshole. Stop acting like such a dweeb. Set an example for your little brother. Set an example for your little brother. Sus? Sus looks at Smith. I'm not mad. I just want to understand, okay, Sus? Sus nods. So you were mad at the sword? Sus nods. Then what, Sus? Sus punches Smith in the gut. Smith bends over as Job belts out a laugh. Sucker. Go jump in a swamp. Sucker. Ha, you asked for that one. And didn't even see it coming, you dumbass. That kid throws a punch. And for your information, that's when I ran into the den to see what the racket was all about. But you go on trying to piece his brain back together, but it won't happen. That kid is stuck on off. O-F-F. Off. Just let him tell the story, all right? Job sticks his tongue out at Smith. And what did Job see? Sus peers over the rim of the raft down at the water. Okay, let's talk about the other kisses, okay, Sus? Sus nods. What happened to Sophie? Sus tickles himself. In your lap? Sus nods. Then what happened to her? Sus points up in the air, then down. And did you pick her up? Sus nods uncertainty. What happened, Sus? Yes, Sus, I jumped her. No. Nailed her, but good. No. All right, you two. How are we ever going to get to the truth if you consistently interrupt, Job? I don't know. I'm stupid. How? You nailed her, you moron. Just shut up. Job sticks his tongue out at Sus. Sus sticks his tongue out at Job. Sus? Sus turns up to Smith. Is it true? Did you nail her in some manner? Sus nods. Then what happened to our other kisser, Diana? Sus looks around. Easy now, Sus. Then what? I found her crushed to death. You? Yes, you. Shut up. I misread that. Anyway. Easy now, Sus. Then what? And Job says, I found her crushed to death. And Sus says, you? And Smith then goes, yes, you. Shut up. Never mind. Job is about to push Smith into the water, but it refrains. What happened, Sus? Sus looks under his foot. You tread on her? Sus nods. Smith. It was an accident, Sus. My ass was an accident. It's okay, Sus. Accidents happen sometimes. Bullshit, it was no accident. Scaring Diana by booing her from out of nowhere was an accident, I presume. Don't you see, imbecilic idiot? He named all his fish after the girls I lost. They couldn't stand him. He always came between them and me, between Dad and me, between Mom and me, and now between you and me. This kid enjoys torturing us. Don't you get it? He's a psychopathic idiot. He wants us all to die. You're rationalizing his desire to kill us all. Now, come on, Job, you don't believe all that shit, do you? He's not all there. You can't blame an idiot for being just that, an idiot, but you can help him. He may not all be there, but somewhere in all there he has an innate tendency to make life hell. And I'll be damned if he gets away with this shit. The kid should be locked up, caged up, not treated like he may someday excel, that if given the right kind of stimuli he'll achieve something. He'll continue to achieve nothing, for he is nothing. He's just a way for some big asshole behind some big desk to study and poke at in order to afford a big $10,000 a month luxury condo on Cali's beachfront. And who the fuck are we kidding? Ourselves? This kid should just go away. Be done with. He's a great big pain in my fucking ass is what he is. You got that? A great big fucking pain. Of course, you don't give a shit. You don't put up with him all the time, whereas I do. What kind of life have I lived? I must be there for my weak little kid brother. Oh, fuck him and fuck you, asshole. I'm pulling us in. Wait 1 second, Job. He's jealous that I have a life worth living. That's all it is. Jealousy, envy. Sit down, Job. Fuck you. As Job grabs on the rope, Smith grabs for Job. The raft rocks. Sit down. Take your hand off me, you disease-infested parasite. Sit. As Job falls into the water. Down. Sus laughs. Job surfaces. Shut your face, Sus. Just shut the fuck up, you tord. Sus continues laughing. You should have seen your expression as you were falling backwards. Sus gestures up and down, up and down. Eventually, Job gets up on the raft. What you two looking at? Never saw a person wet? Sus sticks his tongue out at Job. I'm warning you, Sus. Job settles down. Smith turns to Sus. Sus? Sus turns to Smith. Tell me about Mary, okay? Job kicks Sus, then to Smith. I didn't kick, I kicked fake. Sus, what happened to Mary? Sus gestures, tap, tap, tap. Watched her get undressed is what he did. Will you shut it for once in your life? Swim, 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 swim. She swam away from me, you mean. How did she, Sus? How exactly? She turned her back on me like she turned her naked bottom to him. And did she turn her back on you, Sus? Sus turns his back to Smith. In the bushes? Sus nods. I explained earlier, asshole. Our front hedges, he means. He's a peeping peckerwood. Job, what? What else happened, Sus? She didn't come out until the next day. Tell him the truth, you bird-brained turtle. I didn't see my Mary all this week because of preoccupations. He follows us wherever we go. I walked the Dairy Queen last week. Guess who's hiding behind the dumpster? This idiot. I can't even kiss my girl without his bug eyes. She can't stand him. He creeps her out. Okay, so I should be looking after him while Dad is who knows where training some other idiot how to swim. But God damn it, I have a life too. I have a right to have a goddamn life too, don't I? Where's Mary now, Sus? Will you stop talking to this idiot? Talk to me. I'll tell you where she is. She left me last night. Left, gone, poof. Bye-bye, because of him. Why should she have to put up with him? She wants me, not this fucking thorn in her side. I can't have a love life because of this spying, lying, prime prick. And my father says my father says he's my responsibility now, especially because Mom left last year, as if it's my fault she too couldn't handle. She too couldn't handle. I read that wrong. Anyway, he drove her away, not me. Why do I get all the blame? I'll tell you, it's not my goddamn fault. I've had enough of the two of you. Back and forth and back and forth. You're giving me a fucking migraine. I swear this time I'm pulling us in. Job stands. I've had it. Job sit. Job sit. Sus kicks Job into the pool. Down. Damn. Finn. You, Finn. Finn, you. Finn, you. Sus. Who the heck did that? Thanks a lot, Smith. A real lot. Oh, great. My own best friend nabs me from behind. It was, oh, just great. Just great. Okay, Sus, look at me. Smith turns Sus's face to him by hand. You're never coming back. You're never coming back, Sus. It's a fact. Every human on this blue planet must come to grips with it. It's life, Sus. Crap happens. You must get on with your life now. You must find something you like. A project, anything. Understand, Sus? Smith lets go of Sus. Do you know what I study in college? Sus nods. I'm an oceanic behaviorist. I study marine life, how dolphins interact with humans. One of the utmost goals I must obtain is to preserve life. I must also not acknowledge the fact that marine life die. It's a simple fact of life, understand, Sus? Sus slaps his own face. The fish were cross with you, Sus points at himself. So you're mad at yourself, Sus. So you're mad at yourself, Sus? Sus, the play's almost about another 8 pages. Sus slaps his leg. Bad, Sus. Bad, Sus. Bad, Sus. Don't stand up, Sus. Down. No down. 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 Sit down. Grab Sus. Down, damn it. Sus falls down onto the raft. Damn him. What good is he? I don't care any more about the facts of life. His life. Your life. My life. I don't give a shit. No more processes. Formulas. Calculations. I've had enough. Don't take it out on me. I'm trying to help. Listen. I know what you're trying to do. I have added up to here or down there or fucking whatever. I had it, okay? I had it. I know you're trying to help, okay? We have all tried to help. But this moron is a moron. Between being retarded, and yes, he is retarded because he's slower than a goddamn slug, the kid can't even push a broom or ride a bike. He can just about scratch his ass without help. I experienced my entire life, I experienced him my entire life, not some technical 9-to-5 consultant bringing in $1 million on the books of the. Blew that line. Let me say that line. It's a good line. I experienced him my entire life, not some technical 9-to-5 consultant bringing in $1 million on the backs of those imbeciles. You want to know the real deal? Ask me. I know. I live with this prick. I live with his shit every single day of my life. Between genetics raw deal and an episode of post-traumatic stress disorder, it's a wonder this kid can open his mouth to breathe. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's back there somewhere, long ago, sitting at the edge of this pool. What the hell are you looking at, Smith? You forgot to fill me in on this. Well, sort of. He had a near-death experience in my father's professional swimming pool at age 5. I swam in after him to save his ass. What a damn moron I was. I should have left him there. So it's psychological? It's both. It's genetic and psychological. He's been stuck on water ever since. We thought buying him a fish tank would help. Nope. He can't take care of himself, let alone live fish. What dummies we were to think me Me no, bad me. Bad me, me no. Forget it, Smith. I guess I'm stronger than you. No more. No more. He's wounded for life. He'll never get over it. He's better off dead. No way am I planning to be dragged down along with him. Just no way. Just for the heck of it, what we got to lose. Job waved Smith off. Crackerjack. Can you tell us about the big daddy fish? Sus gestures. Zip lips. Can you, Sus? Sus looks down. Now take your time. This is your last chance. Now find your words. Think it through. Tell us what happened. In your own words, in your own time. Sus rocks back and forth. Eventually Sus gestures. Fighting. Hitting. Kicking. Sus holds his ears. No! Who's yelling? Mommy! No, leave me! Mommy! Me! Be good! See, Mommy! Baby, swim! Mommy! No, leave! Daddy! Mommy! Mommy! I swim! A good swim! Mommy! See me, Mommy! No, leave me! I be good! Me! Mommy! I no leave Daddy! No, Daddy! Bad me! Me! No good! Me bad boy! Me! Bad swim! Mommy! I holds his hands out. Mommy! See me? You leave? No, you no leave! Mommy! Kay! Slowly Sus stands as the next lines overlap. See, sit me down, Mommy! Sus! Well, it's hard for me. I'm not an actor, but anyway, forget about it. Anyway, Sus dives into the pool of water. Job stands. Smith dives into the pool of water. Eventually, Smith surfaces. Grab his goddamn leg, Job. Stop standing there like an idiot. Help me. Job helps. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Pull him up. I am. He weighs a ton. Sus is heaved onto the raft. I've had it up to here. Man, that was awfully close. You should have let him drown. He's nearly 20 years old. I can't play second fiddle for the rest of my life. Smith remains in the water in the pool. You don't really mean that, do you, Job? He was so very close. Close as not the gold medal my father drilled into my head as a little boy. He was always a competitive son of a bitch. He holds several Olympic World Championship titles. Currently, he serves the United Nations as some Olympic training instructor. Some new concept bullshit deal. I don't know. Job looks at Smith. I'll never make him proud by winning an Olympic medal. I mean, I swam like a shark, but I never cared to fulfill my father's dream in that way. I'd rather watch Adams lock horns under a microscope. But don't you see, Smith? I'm the winner who lost twice, my girl and my parents. His son let him down, so he punishes me by requiring me to train this traumatized idiot who is completely untrainable. My whole life is a fucking joke, played on me time and time again. I should just say fuck him, you know? Let him send this dim-witted ass to a state institution. So he cuts off my college tuition. So what if my entire future goes down the drain? At least I won't be compelled to play this silly-ass game over and over again anymore. And better than a goddamn lab rat on its treadmill, you know? Objectively speaking, I don't know what to think, except life sucks. Well, I'm glad you're coming around. We all have dysfunctional families. My sister is an annoying little shit. My dad travels to Japan every 2 weeks. I'll hardly see him. My mom is Susie Homemaker. Her shit is so clean it makes me want to vomit all over the imported Italian marble. But your mom is bitchin' fucking hot. I mean, I'd fuck. Must we go down this road again, Job? The thought of you and my mom is just... So we all have problems. You only thought wrong. But you must admit, he did make a perfect dive. Oh well, it just goes to show, life truly is a crapshoot. Some play it better than others. Choices and chances determine our fates. There is no God, only man and his tools. He can love and he can kill. Unless he's sick, he will survive at all costs, regardless of what or who stands in the way. I mean, this is humanity on its roll on upsetting beauty. Death is life's only sorrow, my grandfather said on his deathbed. He's a loser, Smith. He will never learn. He's stuck on off. And it doesn't do me any good. Unless this moron drowns to death, I'm stuck in second gear. Understand? So what do you see us doing? Throwing him back in? Eye to eye. Eventually, Job says, no one would know the difference. It'd be an accident. Like him being born was an accident. I don't know. I mean, Smith, whose life do we value the most here? But to what difference would it make? I understand the proposition, but it would be like no one would know the difference. I don't know. Let me think about this. Sun's about to set. I don't feel bothered by the idea, Smith. It would be best for everyone. Besides, Smith, it's what Suss always wanted anyways. We'd only be helping him to achieve his lifelong ambition, right? But he'll end up as a dead fish. Not, do you know how long I've been suffocating? Do you know how long, Smith? So you'd rid society of all the undesirables, the mentally ill, the mentally challenged, the scholastic underachievers, until only the bright ones are left? You know, what's so wrong with a clean, prosperous, intelligent society? Because it's just that. Wrong. Wrong by whose standard? Listen, Job, I understand. If anyone understands, I understand, but I don't think you do, Smith. All of my life, I've nurtured him, kept after him, right? He practically lived my life for me, correct? I guess so. I know so. But to propose, let me put it to you this way, Smith. Who takes care of our losers? Losers or people like you and I? How long would he last on a deserted island? Job turns to Suss. Helping? Oh, what choice do I have? Friend. Smith grabs Suss's foot. Job says, on the count of 3, got it? Got it. 1, 2, 3. Suss is thrown into the pool of water. Suss sinks. Job stands tall. Smith's head pops out of the water. Now this is Smith for the rest of it. Smith says, he's looking in the water, watching Suss. He hit bottom. Smith looks, then he's moving around. Smith looks, then still moving. Smith looks, then he's squirming from side to side. Smith looks, then he's reaching out his hands. Smith looks, then I think he's just let all the air out of his lungs. Smith looks, then I can't see on account of Smith looks, then he's still moving. Smith looks, then he's sitting on the floor now. Smith looks, then he's twitching. Smith looks, then he's not moving. Smith looks, then he twitched. Smith looks, then he twitched again. Smith looks, then again. Smith looks, then there he goes again. Smith looks, then he just bounced up or something. Smith looks, then I can't tell what. Smith looks, then he hit the floor again. Smith looks, then his body is moving all around. Smith looks, then again. Smith looks, then and again he moved. Smith looks, then Job. Smith looks, then he's not moving, Job. Smith looks, then it stopped. Smith looks, then he's not moving at all now. Job. Smith looks, then he's dead, Job. Smith looks up at Job. Job looks straight ahead. When Job says, like a fish, Smith says, yes, like a fish. Now light slowly fade out. End of scene 1, end of act 1, end of play. Whatever. Anyway, I wrote that years ago, and I don't know. I have a funny thing. I never sent that play out. That's one play I never sent out. Because I didn't think it would ever, Because no theater would put on a play and kill a mentally retarded child on stage. Maybe on a very experimental theater, but there aren't very many of them left these days, especially. And not that now, as a writer, that's what I wrote. But now, as a man, who I am, I don't agree with with the meaning or the essence of the play. That is to kill all the mentally ill or to kill the mentally challenged / mentally retarded. I don't believe in killing them. I think if you care enough about society, we ought to all help out the less fortunate if we can, and try to help them understand and enjoy life. Because, as I said in other videos, life is about really only two things, and that is about survival and pleasure. And a mentally retarded child wants to survive just as much as anyone else. Just like, an animal, a human, a plant, anything. And though a plant, of course, doesn't really have much choice, but in a way it does, but it's very instinctual. But anyway, but they do enjoy pleasures, just like you and I. And the irony of it all is, and I don't think a lot of people get this when I say this, let's say a very wealthy person, okay? Let's say a wealthy elite, I'm gonna take it on each level. Wealthy elite family member takes his private jet and on a whim decides to go take a vacation in California but he lives in Europe, and he says, oh, it's 10:31, great, or whatever time it is. 10:31, I'm going to California, honey. I'll see you in about 1 week. Oh, okay, I'm going, my girlfriend's out, so it's fine. And he just flies, and he has his cognacs and his $500 cigars, and then he goes to California and enjoys whatever he enjoys. But he gets pleasure out of that. He gets pleasure, that wealthy elite family person. Then you have someone like a rich person, like, I don't know, Bill Gates, or like Mark Zuckerberg. Warren Buffett enjoys buying all these stocks and for long-term benefits and all this. So he gets pleasure out of that. Same with Mark Zuckerberg. He loves buying all kinds of fucking apps. He'll buy an app for $1 billion. Fucking, I think it was like that Snapshot or whatever the fuck that thing is called. Anyway, he bought that fucking thing for like $1 billion. That's a fucking app. To you and I, it's an app, but to him, it's a business. But he gets pleasure from that. Okay, and then just like you and I, even though I try to enlighten, my whole point of these videos are to enlighten people, I get somewhat pleasure out of that personally by trying to help others out. Or like I like to, I like to vape. I like to vape. I'm going to vape actually. So I like vaping. I love my dog Lucy. I like my freshwater fish. I like to write when I'm in the mood. I haven't been in the mood for a while. But the point is, there are the pleasures I like, just like everyone out there has pleasures as well. We all have pleasures. And then the mentally challenged, though I don't like that word, mentally retarded person, because he's slow, that's what he is. I always say the mentally the person that came up with the phrase mentally challenged was actually mentally challenged him or herself. So the mentally retarded child has pleasures as well. I don't know. I like to watch TV. I have a cousin-in-law that's mentally retarded, and he was really fond of taking all kinds of pictures and shit, and doing all kinds of taking pictures of family and environment or whatever. He got pleasure out of that. He likes to dance. He likes to listen to music. Not really into Britney Spears, but that's what he likes. He likes Britney Spears. By the way, Britney Spears, you have a fan. My mentally retarded cousin-in-law. That should tell you a lot about her music. Anyway. But the point is he has pleasures as well. So you could be wealthy, elite, family member. You could be rich. You could be like you and I. Or you could be mentally retarded. And the main point is we all have our pleasures in life. Well, that's all there is in life. So there's survival and pleasures. And a mentally retarded child wants those two things just like everyone else on this fucking planet. Okay? So we may have to help them out to try to attain those things as far as basic necessities like shelter, and we have to subsidize their incomes and all this, and they can't figure out budgets and all this. Some can. I mean, some are a little higher thinking, like maybe around 55 IQ or 60 IQ. But the character that I was dealing with had basically an IQ of about 25 or 30. He was on the very low side. So, and they're the ones that you really have to take care of. So anyway, the point of it is that no, personally, not as a writer, but personally, I disagree with my writer's stance. How do you like them apples? I disagree with the writer that's inside of me making this point in the play, because that's all it is, a play. Okay? I disagree that we should, kill those that are really unnecessary to society, that cause more problems for society or can't care for themselves. From the mentally challenged / mentally retarded to the mentally ill to the homeless and then the list can go on. See, that can turn into a problem. Actually, the list can go on. Then the politically incorrect, oh, you're not this and you're not that. Before you know it, you only have only a few people left on the earth. But anyway, point is, I disagree with the stance that me as a writer took in that play, because they have as much right to pleasure and survival as anyone else. It's just that we have to subsidize them in ways so they can sustain that kind of pleasures that they like and sustain their life. Okay, and some of them do work. Actually, a lot of them work. Actually, the majority of them work. Majority of them do work, but they're menial jobs. They're not going to be driving they're not going to be chauffeuring through the state of New York. They're not going to be chauffeuring a limousine stretch through New York City. They can vacuum out the stretch, though. They can vacuum the stretch. They can clean the windows of the stretch, but they cannot drive the thing through New York City at 5 p.m. going through the Lincoln Tunnel. That's impossible. So, I completely disagree with the writer's stance in that. Okay, the final solution, so to speak. The final solution. I just thought of that. The final solution, right? And that's the other thing, right? Where does that road take you? Well, in Nazi Germany, the final solution was to kill everyone except for the Aryan whites. Which, by the way, I don't know if anyone really knows this. But the Nazi flag, you know that little sign, how does it go? It's like this, and then like, I don't know. You know how that little Nazi symbol in there, like 2 Z's or whatever the hell it looks like? It actually comes from the Egyptians. There's actually an imprint on one of the walls with that symbol. So I guess maybe Hitler thought he was Egyptian. I don't know. Anyway, so the point is I disagree with the stance in this particular play, but the play itself has a point to be made. And even though people wouldn't do that, there might be some that may think maybe that's the best way, to get rid of the undesirables of society. And like I said, it happened in Nazi Germany. It had happened in fucking everywhere. It happens all the time. Sudan, the civil wars over there. It even happens around the world. I mean, I don't want this video to go too long. I'll explain that another time. Look at my other videos. Look at the Commonwealth of Nations, aka New World Order, and you'll get the drift as to where I was going to go with that. But that would be another hour. You don't want to listen to that. So anyway, that's my play. And hope you enjoyed it. I'm not an actor. I try to act it a little bit. Once you get somewhat into the rhythm, see, in writing plays and stuff, part of it. Plays are, believe it or not, very complex. So part of the playwriting is you have to get into a rhythm, and it's almost like a musical composition. So you have to word it so that after a while the words play off of each other, and there's a pacing going on there. And so after a while in that play, I was able to do that and have you know what character is actually speaking, because, and this is my own honest opinion, I don't know if anybody else in the theater world believes this as well, but a really good play, a person can actually, in the audience, the entire audience can either be blindfolded or have their eyes shut, and they completely understand the play. See, so a play is not really about visual, though there's visual stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's really about listening to the play. And you can understand, you should be able to understand, even if it's abstract as hell. It could be fucking Samuel Beckett of all people. Extremely abstract. Or Harold Pinter with all his fucking silences. All that stuff. And if you close your eyes, you still should be able to understand him when it's acted out professionally on that stage. That's a real good play. So, anyway, enough of my talk. You guys have a good day.